Hi everyone. It's been a little while since I've come to you with a video, but I thought it was important to step back in after the summer for September, which is National Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month. Suicide is something that is often preventable in many cases. It's something that arises often in people who suffer debilitating depression, and most of them suffer for a really, really long time. Depression is something that in our society tends to be glorified when it inspires great art or music that is, sort of part of the darker side of the human condition that we all kind of relate to on some level during some of the darker times in our own lives. And, it can be kind of glorified in that context. And, in other cases, it's the opposite. People are really judged and shunned in a way, or victim blamed for this terrible disease that depression is. People can be incredibly lonely. And then, some people, they do need professional help. They don't know how to get it, and they need some guidance on that. So I guess I just want to say this month, if there's someone in your life who you think might be suffering in this way, sometimes it's helpful to just reach out and to be there. You're probably not a professional, so you can't necessarily help them with the underlying issue, but maybe you can encourage them to get the help that they need. So as this is charity related, Charity Watch does rate one charity. It's a top rated charity, and it is the American Foundation for Suicide Depression. This is a top rated charity of ours at CharityWatch.org. Sorry. So please come to our website and you can check out our metrics and governance and transparency information for that organization at CharityWatch.org. On a personal note, my name is Laurie Styron, and I don't know, some of you might be familiar with this last name or you've heard it before. I happen to be a somewhat distant cousin, a third cousin of the author William Styron, and he wrote a famous book called Darkness Visible, in which it's a memoir. It's part of his biography in which he recounts his terrible battle with debilitating depression, and then his experience with lifting himself up out of that. It's a pretty inspirational book. There are a lot of inspirational books on this topic, but this is one that I wanted to mention. This is back, it's kind of old. It was published back in the late 80s, so but I think it's still relevant today, so you can check that out. It's ubiquitously available on audio and in book form, so that's something to maybe share with someone in your life who has has depression or suffers in this way, because sometimes it can be incredibly helpful for people to feel like they're not alone and that they are understood, that their suffering is understood. My name is Laurie Styron. I am the Executive Director of Charity Watch, and I hope that this information is helpful. If you can afford to donate to this important cause, please come to our website and check out that organization I mentioned. Thanks, everyone.